everyone, welcome to my video. I'm Vinudhi Wahalathanthri and today I'm here to show y'all how I created a responsive user sign-in and sign-up page using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's move on. Welcome to my project everyone. So this is the sign-in page I designed. A specialty of this design is that it's responsive. So responsive means that this design can be observed through small devices like a phone and large devices like a laptop. So let's move on to see the changes happening in a small and large device. Can observe the observation we get through a large device. Okay, now let's convert this to a smaller device like a phone. Okay, now y'all can see several changes in this page. So y'all can see that the picture was there before, but it's not there now. The copyright mark which was there before is not there now. So there are two differences we can observe. You can also see that the email, password, and the two buttons, so they are bigger than the before one. So this is the small screen and this is the large screen. Okay, now let's move on to see our backend code. So here we are. I have used languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, to make this project more attractive, I have used Bootstrap, CSS. Okay, now let's see what I've done in this code. Firstly, I have added my HTML version tag. Okay, so in a web page structure, we have two sections, head and body section. So this is my head section. Okay, let's talk about our head section. So our head section means the upper part of our web structure. So firstly, I have linked my Bootstrap meta tag. So you might be thinking, what is a meta tag? So a meta tag defines metadata about an HTML document. Typically, it's used to define a character set, page description, keywords, and viewport settings. Okay, nextly, I have added my title. My title is eShop. Nextly, I have linked my two CSS files. Firstly, I have added my bootstrap.css file, and next I have added my style.css files. Okay, so that's all for my head section. Next, let's talk about my body section. Okay, here we have added a class to my body. So this is the first and the mother class of this code. So this is the CSS file of the main body class. Okay, so this is my CSS page. So let's see what I have added in my CSS. So firstly, I have linked my background image. So here y'all can see I have added two backgrounds and one logo. And here are my two fonts. So in this, I have linked my first background. And next, I have given a size, position, and a background repeat. So here I have added background size as cover. Why did I use cover instead of contain? So when I add cover, it covers the whole div. But when I give contain, it only contains inside the div. So that's the difference between cover and contain. Next, I have given a position as center and a background repeat as no repeat. Okay, let's go to my index file again. Okay, so again I have added a div. So here I have added a class as container. Container is the designing area of our design. So container fluid means it's the main div. So when we give container, it's always in the max width at each responsive breakpoint. When we give container fluid, it's always at 100% width at all breakpoints. So throughout this whole code, it's all about divs inside divs and rows inside a div and columns inside that row. So the same things are happening again and again. So let me explain you all this code. So this is my first div. Again, I have added a div with the class as row align content center. So next, I have added my header section. So my header section is this part, the section where I have added my logo. Okay, so I have given a class as col12 and a class as row. And again, I have linked my logo. So this is my bootstrap class and this is my CSS class. Let me show you all what are the CSS I have added to my logo class. Okay, so I have linked the background image, this image, my eShop logo image. Then I have given a height as 90 pixel. I have given a background size as contain. So you now understand why I have added contain now. Okay, again I have given the position as center and the background repeat as no repeat. Okay. So again, I have added my title as Hi, welcome to eShop. So that's all for my header section. Now let's move on to see the content section. So again, I have added a col12 P3 class. So what are these col12s? So col means col12s, col 1, 2, 3, 4. So it means columns 1, column 2, column 12, like that. So the maximum number of columns is columns 12. So we consider columns as width. So the maximum number of columns is 12. So we consider columns as width. And again, I have added a div with the class as row. And here I have linked my background picture. So this picture is what I have added over here. Okay, so this is my col 6. That means it's half. So 6 is half of 12. So let me explain you for this. So this whole section is col 12. Half of this is col 6. So half we have added our background and in another half we have added our sign-in forms or our text fields. Okay, now what is this D-none? So D-none means that it's invisible in smaller screens. So D-none means display none. That means we cannot observe. Okay, it's invisible. D-large blocks means that it should be observed as a block in larger screens. So that's the meaning of D-large block. So here I have added as a background. So this is my normal style.css class. So let's move on to see what I have added. So over here I have added my CSS. So I have added my background image and I have given a background size as contain, a background position as center, and a background repeat as no repeat. Okay, now let's start our sign up page. Sign up page. So now when I come to this page, so y'all can observe the sign in page. So y'all can see that I have added two buttons as sign in and new to eShop join now. So when I click new to eShop join now button, I go to the create new account page. That means my sign up page. And when I click already sign up, I go to my sign in page. But wait, maybe you think that I'm moving from one page to another, but that's wrong. I'm still in the same place. Okay, I'll explain about this when we are talking about other things. So I'll explain about this later. So see, the URL is always the same when I'm clicking this button. Okay, let's talk about our sign up page or create new account page. Okay, so I have added a col 12, col large 6, and a dnone. So I have given an ID as sign up box. So here I have added a dnone. I'll explain you why I added a dnone in the future. Okay. So again, I have added a div with a class as row. So I have added over here a gutter 2. So what is a gutter 2? So a gutter takes control of the gutter width. So a gutter is also a kind of a width. Okay, again, I have added a div. I have added a title as create new account. So it's a paragraph. I have given a class for it as title 2. Let's see the CSS I have added for it. So this is title 2. I have added a font size and a font weight. So these are all the text fields I have added: first name, last name, email, password, mobile, and gender. For gender, I have added a selector tag. I have added 2 options as male and female. Next, I have added the 2 buttons. So I have added a D-grid for it. So what is a D-grid? A D-grid, it's designed for 2-dimensional layouts, like multiple columns and rows. Okay. Then this is my other button, already sign up button. So here, y'all can see I have added an on-click, change view. So the function is change view. I'll show that to you later. So next we'll go to our sign in page. Sign in codes. Okay, again I have added a div, ID sign in box. So this is my title. So I have added the same class as the sign up box. Okay, so this is my text fields, email and password. And I have added a checkbox too, a remember me option checkbox. See? So next I have added a forgot password anchor tag over here. Okay. So that's all for our sign-in page. Oh wait, so we have another 2 buttons as sign in and new to eShop join now. So this is my sign in button and this is my new to eShop join now. So y'all can see I have added again a change view function. So it's also an on click. So let's talk about those 2 on clicks later. So that's all for my sign in page. Now let's go to see our footer. That means this part, the bottom part of our page. So I have added my copyright statement over there. So this is my copyright statement. Okay. Now, I told y'all that I will explain you why I added 2 on clicks like change view and dnone. Okay, let's go to our script. So here, I have assigned a variable sign up box and another variable as sign in box. So these are my 2 IDs. So here I have added something new. Sign up box.classList.toggle dnone. So over here we toggle our class list. That means we switch. It's like something switch, like a hide and show, like that. So that's why when we click this button, this comes, and when we click this button, this comes. So it's like something like switching. Okay, so that's why we added a change view on click. Okay, now over here I have added my fonts. Let me show y'all how I registered my fonts. So this is how I registered my fonts. So firstly, I have registered my Quicksand font. Y'all can see it in this folder. And nextly, I have registered my Honey script font. Y'all can see that also over here. So over here, I have added like an all. So for everything, I have added like Quicksand. It's like the common one I'll be using. Okay, so that's all in my code. Here I have added my bootstrap.css file. So that's all for my code. Thank you so much for listening. So thank you and have a nice day.